Top of the morning, traders. How are you on this beautiful morning? The sun is rising, and we had a profitable day yesterday. So happy chappy this morning. Today is Thursday, the 17th of November. Just in case you don't know what day of the week it is, you're welcome. And as always, guys, we're going to look back at yesterday's trade ideas. We're going to look at today's trade ideas. And we're also going to look at the important news for today as well, guys. Going to give you everything you need to have a good trading day. Before I do, you know I have to do some shout outs, otherwise I get punished. So first of all, guys, I'd like to thank Trader Nick at A1 Trading. I did a live session for them last night and always enjoy it, guys. Yeah, always get some great questions, on the live stream, and yeah, really enjoy interacting with his viewers. So thank you, Trader Nick. Secondly, guys, if you want to find out about trade ideas, you want books on trading, you want tutorials, then come and join our Discord channel, guys. Yeah, we're getting a nice little community together. So come and join that and you can share your ideas. Secondly, what's the next one? The next one is our live stream. So again, thank you to everyone who joined our live stream yesterday. I do them every Wednesday morning, 6:30 a.m. London GMT, and we loved having you on, guys. Yeah, I enjoyed interacting with you yesterday morning. Thank you for all your great, wonderful, amazing questions. And the last one, guys, if you're interested in being mentored by myself one-on-one, then please email us. All the information you need for any of this is in the video description. Okay, let's continue. Let's look at yesterday's trades. So let's start with Euro US dollar, guys, because this was a trade idea from yesterday. And what we wanted to see was you could have traded any of the US dollar pairs if it give you a setup, but we were basically looking for a breakdown at these important zones. Okay, so as you can see, this grey zone here was once support, then it became resistance, and now it's at this zone again, guys. All right, so it's at an important area. If I zoom back in, we also had quite a large rejection wick. I know it's a green candle, but it's quite a large rejection wick here. And I think we have room for a retrace, yeah, back down to potentially this level and the moving average 20. All right, so that was the idea, to short it against trend, but yeah, I think it has room for a retrace. Now, guys, we're going to look at the H1 to see if we could get in on this pair, and we couldn't, guys. Yeah, so the price did come down, yeah, but it didn't really break the H1 structure, and then it started coming back up. All right, and then we started seeing higher highs on the H1. It came down to here, reacted, and then we do have this candle that closed below these lows, but price action here is a little bit scruffy for me. Okay, so I didn't enter this trade. I still think there's a trade here for today, and what I would want to see, guys, is a clear break in H1 structure. So perhaps this, guys, yeah, if we see a break of this area here, yeah, then we can start taking this price down. Okay, but yesterday the H1 structure didn't give us that opportunity. So let's see if it happens today. It's still a trade idea for me. Second one was this, guys, pound against the Japanese yen. And again, we were looking to short this pair if it gave us a setup. All right, so the reasons for that were as follows. So it's clearly in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. But then it broke out of this channel. Yeah, you can see this grey diagonal channel here. Broke out of this channel, okay? Didn't break these lows here. But then it eventually come back up, and then it has broken these lows. So it's come out of a channel. It's broken these lows here. So structurally, we were looking for shorts, okay? And then if I zoom in, guys, it's been about this grey zone here. Yeah, it's been about this grey zone, and it's been rejecting this grey zone. But then yesterday we had quite a bullish candle. So yeah, I wouldn't like to short this today. However, let's look at the H1 because this gives us a clearer picture of what's going on. So if we look at the H1, guys, I didn't get into this trade, okay? Guys, sitting on your hands, staying out of a trade is a skill in itself. Don't be too quick to get into a trade. Let the market tell you when it's ready. And the problem with this trade was this, guys, was just this grey diagonal channel I'm seeing, guys. All right. And it just keeps using this as support. Yeah. And it has done for some time now. Okay. So it hasn't really broken that. However, I was intrigued when this happened, guys. Yeah. So we had H1 structure in a uptrend, didn't make higher highs. And then when this candle came down and broke it, this candle here, yeah, broke these lows. So H1 structure had changed, yeah, and this candle was of real interest to me. The problem was this grey diagonal channel, this grey line here that I'm seeing. All right, so what I said to myself, once I saw this bullish candle, I wanted to see what the next candle does. All right. And as you can see, it closed back into this grey diagonal channel. So then once this closes back into this channel, yeah, I'm not interested. Yeah. For me today, guys, two things can happen with this pair. If I zoom out a little bit, you've got two possibilities because we're seeing this, guys. Yeah. We're seeing an ascending triangle. Okay, that's the shape we're seeing. So if we get a break of these highs here, yeah, I think we are off to the upside. Okay, but if price breaks down and breaks below these lows here, then I think we are off to the downside. So this is a trade that could go either way. Let the H1 structure tell you what it's going to do. Okay, don't jump into the trade now. Let the structure tell you. So you could quite happily buy this pair today and short this pair today, depending on what happens here. All right, but yesterday, no trade, guys. All right, the next one was this. This was the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. And we were looking to short this pair. So it's come up and hit these last highs here. Okay, and then ever since then, it's sort of trying to be breaking, it's tried to break down, guys. Okay. Yeah, and these highs here have been holding, okay, which is corresponded with this grey zone. All right, so they've been holding, yeah. And if I zoom in, we had this very bearish candle form for us to start taking shorts from. Okay, so the idea was to, from this red bearish candle, was take it back down to these lows here. I mean, if we look at yesterday's candle, we've also had a huge wick rejection here. So again, I still think this could be a trade idea for today. Okay, so yeah, that's what the day chart was telling us, and we were looking for shorts. Let's drop down to the H1. And we did get a structure break. Okay, so price come down, yeah, back into an uptrend as soon as it breaks this. Yeah, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. But then price has broken down and broken these lows. Okay, so we did get our H1 structure break. All right, but the time we get this structure break is with this candle here. Yeah, and this would have to be my stop. Okay, so it doesn't make much sense as a trade at the moment because this round here would be my target. So what I'm looking for today is a retrace, yeah, potentially back up to this zone here, yeah, and then we can take price lower from there. Okay, so we're still interested in this pair and we're with H1 structure. I just need a bit of a retrace. So yesterday I didn't trade it, but today it could be lining up for a potential short. Okay, the fourth and final trade, and this one I did enter, is this. This is the Aussie dollar against the New Zealand dollar, guys, all right? And it was clearly in a downtrend. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Yeah, use this important grey zone here, what was once support then becomes resistance. We see this pattern every single day. Yeah, we like this pattern. Okay, so to take price lower. All right. If I zoom into the candles, there's no reason to think that buyers are not in control. Yeah, this is the candle that sort of started the interest in this short. Yeah, we've had a wick on this green candle and then red candles ever since. Okay, so yeah, I still think we can short this pair down to this blue line. All right. So let's have a look what happened on this pair and how I traded it. So basically, guys, we've got these two grey zones. Yeah, that price, once it has come back into this grey zone, it's just been ranging pretty much. Okay. All right. So it's pretty much been ranging between these grey zones. What we do like about this trade, before I show you my trade idea, is these, you know, we're getting lower lows here, guys. Yeah. Okay, so again, this is more of a descending triangle. Yeah, we're slowly getting lower lows. So I think potentially this area here could break today. All right, so that was encouraging to take shorts, but I actually took a short here, guys. On this candle here, I started shorting the market. Okay, so I entered on the close of this candle, put my stop above here. All right, and then I took 80% of my trade out back down at these lows. So I closed 80% here, guys, and I'm still in this trade for 20%. I will move my stop from here to here because this is the last swing high. Okay, so yeah, good trade, guys. I've got a risk to reward of 1:1, pretty much bang on 1:1, but I'm still in this trade for 20%. And just looking at this structure, I think this level here is going to break today. Okay, so yeah, let's keep an eye out for that. But yeah, good, profitable trade. So you can see, guys, how I sat on my hands with all the other trades. I was waiting and waiting and waiting. Didn't get a setup, so I didn't trade them. That is a very important skill to learn, guys. You must learn that skill. All right. So yeah, didn't trade them. Let price. I only traded this one, guys, because this gave me a setup. So yeah, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar short. Okay, guys, let's take a look at today's trades now. So guys, we had a profitable day yesterday. The sun is out. I'm happy, yeah? And I hope you're happy too. I hope you followed some of the trade ideas, guys, and made some money. If you enjoyed the recap as well, then come join us, yeah? Subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, and also smash the like button, guys. It really helps support the channel. We appreciate your support. All right, guys. So, yeah, before I look at the trade ideas for Thursday, the 17th of November, of which there are many, I'm looking at many pairs today, guys. All right. So I'm going to show you them all. I'm just going to do a few shout outs. So Trader Nick, thank you once again for having me on your show last night. I really enjoyed the live stream. Your viewers are cool and I enjoyed answering their questions. So yeah, thanks for that, guys. Also, we got a Discord channel, guys. If you haven't heard about it by now, where have you been? Living under a rock. I mention it every day. So yeah, come join our Discord channel, guys. You can get trade ideas, tutorials. There's lots of things in the Discord channel, guys. So come join it. Secondly, the live stream. Thank you for everyone who turned up to the live stream yesterday. I love interacting with you and I enjoyed all of your questions. I hope you took a little nugget of knowledge away with you. If you did, my job is done. Thirdly, guys, we've got a mentorship program now. So if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email. All the information about all of this is in the video description, guys. Okay, so yeah, no further ado. My editor's happy now. Let's look at everything that I'm looking at today, guys. And there is lots of things. So first of all, US dollar pairs. Not much has changed, guys. Yeah, they're at important levels, like I've shown you with the euro US dollar. Yeah, this gray zone is an important level. Okay. And we've got room to retrace into, guys, before we start hitting some support here. Okay, so I think a bit of a retrace is on the cards with Euro US dollar. But again, let's see if price breaks down. So I'm just looking for H1 structure to break down, guys. If I remove this gray zone now, yeah, what I'd be looking for, guys, is potentially this. So you've got this area here, which is important. Okay, so if we break this, yeah, if price comes down and breaks this, yeah, short, 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 short. Yeah, we've got lots of room to move into, and there's no resistance. All right, so we can start shorting that. If you want to be particularly aggressive, yeah, when this low here is broken, yeah, and we get a candle that breaks this low, yeah, we could start shorting from here. Put our stop above here and start shorting from here and see what happens at price here. Okay, but Euro US dollar, looking for things to break down. Second trade idea, you could look at any of the US dollar pairs, guys, to be quite honest, but I've just picked 3 of the best. Again, similar scenario. Yeah, New Zealand US dollar at an important zone. Okay, and we're starting to see red candles. Yeah, if I zoom in, we're starting to see red candles now. Okay, so again, all I'm looking for, guys, is a structure breakdown on the H1. And we are pretty much getting that as we speak. If I remove this gray zone and then plot this gray zone, guys, if this candle closes below this gray zone, what's the time? Okay, we've got another half hour before this candle finishes forming. But yeah, if we get a break, yeah, here, retest, we could start shorting this as well, guys. All right, so we can really see that price could be breaking down here. Okay, so New Zealand US dollar. Let's see for a H1 breakdown. The next one is this. This is gold against the US dollar. All right, and again, similar scenario. I'm just seeing red candles. It's very overbought. And I just think we have room for a retrace down to this grey zone. So a similar story with a lot of the US dollar pairs. Okay, again, let's drop down to the H1 chart. Okay, and we definitely have a potential trade here, guys. So first of all, we were seeing this. Okay, but if you want to be extra secure, you could say we're looking at this. Okay, but either or, yeah, we have broken, not quite. Yeah, this candle didn't quite break. But again, like New Zealand US dollar, if this candle stays broke below this grey zone, retrace, take it back down. Okay, so yeah, keep an eye out for gold as well. So they're the US dollar pairs that I'm looking at, guys. But, you know, all of them are at interesting levels and could be breaking down. Okay, but I've just chose 3 of them there. The next currency that's of interest to me is the yen today. So New Zealand against the Japanese yen. So I'm looking for shorts here, guys. Yeah. So price was in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. There's some serious weekly support up here. All right. And then price has broken down, breaking these lows. Okay. So we're bouncing off weekly resistance, sorry, not support, weekly resistance. We've broken down on the day structure. And I was just looking for an area from where we can short, okay, back down to this blue line. Okay, so let's again look at the H1. And as we are speaking, okay, this one's a little bit trickier because arguably we've got all of this as a grey zone. Even down to here. All right. So this is the grey zone. I mean, arguably, we have broken down the H1 structure, yeah, when we got a break here. Yeah, when these lows were broken, we've had a H1 structure break. But the problem is now we're shorting into these areas of potential support. Yeah, there's even resistance here. So again, we want to see a break of this grey zone, retest, then we can take price lower. Okay, so again, we want to see New Zealand Japanese yen. We want to see price break down. Another yen pair I'm looking at is this. I'm still looking at this from yesterday, guys. This was the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. And guys, if you're enjoying this analysis and would like to receive this every morning, I give you what trades I'm looking at, which gray zones I'm looking at in terms of support and resistance. I give this to you every morning. So if you would like to receive it every morning, come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, also smash the like button. We really appreciate your support. It helps the channel. Merci beaucoup. So yeah, another one, Swiss franc, Japanese yen. So for the same reasons I explained yesterday, I'm seeing price, you know, slowly breaking down potentially. Okay, it's ranging a little bit here, but I still think we have room down into this grey zone. Okay, if we then look at the candlesticks here, yeah, we've had these three. So we've had a rejection here, we've had a very bearish candle, and we've also had a rejection wick here. So I still think we can come back down to these lows here. All right. So again, if we remember the H1, price has already broken down. Yeah, but what I'd need to see, guys, is a bit of a retrace. I want to see a retrace up into this grey zone. If it breaks these highs, not interested. You know how much I love being with H1 structure. But if price retraces into here somewhere, could correspond with this level. Yeah, want to see a bearish reaction. We can start taking price lower. Okay, this will be our first target. Close 80% here and then leave 20% to run. Yeah, I've explained my 80-20 rule many times, guys. It's a useful little tool to use. Okay, so that's also what I'm looking at. I told you there's lots that I'm looking at today. That's why I'm speaking so quickly to get through them all before you finish your coffee. All right, the next one is this Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. To be honest with you guys, I'm looking at Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, and Aussie dollar CAD, but Aussie dollar, Japanese yen, Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, and Aussie dollar, US dollar are all at interesting levels to start breaking down. All right, so if you're looking at any of them pairs, I think they are also viable trades. But yeah, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. We've been shorting this for days, guys. It feels like years, but it's only been days because it's in a downtrend. Yeah, and then what was once support becomes resistance. Okay, we've got this very bearish candle. And then if I zoom in, yeah, these candles, so that was the bearish candle at our area of resistance, and nothing tells me that buyers are back into this market. Yeah, it's just sellers still in control for me. Okay, so that's why we're shorting this pair. Then we drop down to the H1, guys. Yeah, this grey level here is the important zone for today. Yeah, because I am seeing lower highs on the H1. I just want to see a break of this zone, and then we can start coming down, guys. Yeah, down to our higher time frame target. So yeah, we want to see a break of this grey zone. It just gives us another piece of confluence to start taking it shorter. All right, so Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar short, and then finally Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. We're also looking to short this as well, guys. This is a bit of a weekly play. All right. So, yeah, a weekly play here, guys. So this grey zone, you can see prices reacted here, 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 here. So it's a quite important historic zone. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing. That's why I've plotted this grey zone. And guys, if you want to receive these grey zones every morning, come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. If we drop down to the day chart now, guys, so at this grey zone, yeah, we've seen buying pressure slow down. Yeah, this is what the candles are telling me. Buying pressure is slowing down. And then obviously this candle hasn't finished, but we're seeing a red candle currently. Okay, so are sellers entering the market? All right, and I think we have room. Let's use this blue line. I think we have room down to this 88.50 level. Okay, but what I want to see, guys, is structure breakdown. All right, so again, let's remove this gray zone so you can see what is happening. I can't remove the gray zone. Yeah, so again, guys, as with a lot of the pairs, we're waiting for this H1 structure to break. All right, so as you can see, guys, this is just a box of indecision. Price has got weekly resistance. You've got weekly resistance here, and you've got daily buying pressure. And the outcome of that is price is contracting. And by contracting, I mean it doesn't know what the hell to do with itself. Okay, so we're getting this. All right, but if we get a breakdown of this, I love this trade. I love indecision followed by a strong candle. And if we get a strong candle to the downside, yeah, let's start shorting. All right. If we get a candle to the upside, not interested. Okay, guys. So Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, short. Oof. Like I said, guys, lots of trade ideas for today. What we're going to do now, guys, is take a look at the news. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis, I hope you are, then come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, and also smash the like button, guys. Yeah, it really helps support the channel. Thank you. So news for Thursday, the 17th of November. So overnight, guys, you can see we've had some news coming out of Australia, yeah, which was better than expected, guys. So that would have given the Aussie dollar some strength, perhaps. If we go down, guys, that's been and gone. The first piece of important news that we're interested in is this. At 10 o'clock, coming out of the euro, we got CPI. Okay, super duper important. All eyes on CPI because inflation is crazy. So, yeah, this could be a really important piece of news today. Could really move the euro and potentially other pairs as well. Having said that, the pound CPI data released yesterday was quite muted, but let's see. If we carry on down, guys, after that at 12:30 London GMT, we've got the autumn forecast statement. So this could really move the pound. An hour later at 1:30 London GMT, we've got three-star ratings. So we've got building permits, we've got initial jobless claims, and we got Philly Fed manufacturing. So all of that is coming out of 1:30. That could really move any US dollar pairs, guys. Okay. And then after that, guys, as you can see, no news that we're interested in. All right, so that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. I hope you have a wonderful trading day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.